The University of Florida Fixel Institute is one of those places where if you have a disease, like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's or ALS, and you need to go somewhere where you're going to see a team that revolves around you, this is the place to go. So it's sort of one of those epicenters. You're going to get complete care, over 10 different specialists all in the same place, potentially all on the same day. You're going to be getting treated by folks who are world-renowned researchers in their areas.
We have neurologists, neurosurgeons, neuropsychologists, psychiatrists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech-language pathologists, social workers, nutritionists, and researchers, all under the same roof to provide care for persons with neurological disorders. The main divisions of diagnoses that we see here are persons with movement disorders. The largest group of that would be Parkinson's disease. We do have a multiple sclerosis team. We have a concussion and brain injury team. We have an ALS, a neuromuscular service, and a dementia team as well. We're all under the same roof in the same building and providing what we call interdisciplinary care, meaning that we are communicating with each other in real time.
All these different people help to deliver the best possible care to someone with one of these complicated disorders. We thought it would be so great if those people could work together in the same place, because these folks are not mobile. It's hard for them to get around sometimes. If they have to travel all over campus in order to see these various specialists, it's a hardship for them.
We measure our success on the number of lives that we impact. And we have had a philosophy ever since we opened our doors that the patient or the person with disease is the sun, and we should all orbit around the person and also the family members. And if we do that, good things are going to happen.
I've always described it as one-stop shopping for neurology. We all know how fragmented medicine is nowadays. You go to one place for your hand and another place for your foot, and doctors are so specialized, but it really is a holistic approach.
If you get great interdisciplinary care, you're going to do better and you're going to have a better life. And it's going to be much more effective than just prescribing a simple medication.
My firstborn, he was very disabled, and we went all over the world to try and get that diagnosis until he had progressed to a point where he was bedridden and at UF, and Dr. Oken came by and saw him on a consult. We wanted to have the best care anywhere in the world to try to figure this out and how to treat, and we stayed right here. This has been a blessing. Working together as closely as they do make it the reason why we'll continue to support and why we're really proud to have this as a center of excellence for Tyler's Hub.
I could tell that my husband was in the early stages of Parkinson's, and so we actually moved from where we were living to be near the Fixel Institute, because I knew it was the absolute best place for quality of life and for guidance and all the best treatments. When you can still feel that there's hope, when you know you're supported and you know you have somewhere you can call, that's the best you can hope for, and I'm very grateful.
A number of years ago, we started doing think tanks. First, we did this with Tyler's Hope for a Dystonia Cure. Now we do it for deep brain stimulation, for different Parkinsonian syndromes. And the idea of a think tank is bring a whole bunch of people in from all over the world's top experts. So many special things have happened in those collaborations and in funding those types of tanks.
Those think tanks have been very productive and have advanced research worldwide in the treatment of these complex disorders. The University of Florida is the leading institution in terms of production of research in the field of deep brain stimulation for Parkinson's disease.
We have over $70 million of National Institutes of Health funding. We focus on a number of different areas. So we have to do the research to understand all the steps inside your cells and things that are causing the disease. We have to understand how we're going to take that knowledge and then translate it into the development of therapies. And then finally, we got to deliver it to the folks that have these diseases. And the University of Florida's campus is one of the largest land-based campuses in the United States. And so we're absolutely just blessed to be able to have all of these people that can come together and create that pipeline for new therapies and new research. Parkinson's disease is now the fastest growing neurological disease on the planet. Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, they can completely bankrupt Medicare, healthcare systems, countries' economies, okay? And so we have to get on top of this. We are a hub for training the next generation. We train people all over the United States, and in fact, the folks who come here for care come from every state in the United States.
We always like volunteers. Our staff is continuously growing. Our next goal is we want to build another building on the Fixel campus that is going to address our space needs. There's no lack of need, but everything that everybody donates is a great investment.
When you go to our website, if you want to give a donation, you can do that. If you want to see what we have for patient care, it's on there. If you want to just click on, come visit us for an appointment, we'd be happy to see you.
Einstein used to say, there are two ways of looking at life. You can look as if everything that happens is a miracle, or you can just look at the darkness and say, you know, nothing is a miracle. And I think Fixel is a place where miracles can and will happen.